Real Estate Ed with Jimmy Singh. I've been recording some YouTube videos for Jimmy Singh, and Jimmy Singh, who is a real estate agent, not also, he worked in the industry of real estate from Toronto, GTA, Golden Horseshoe and Southwestern Ontario for the last 15 years. He has been very instrumental in helping Southwestern community as well as all the other Canadians in helping get their first home or letting them to go to the investment side. So I've been working with him, and we actually recorded a whole bunch of videos basically in Urdu, Punjabi and Hindi, so we can help the community from that South Asian part of it. However, I wanted to record a video that is in English so we can all understand, and I want you to hear about the tips, how deeply he will provide you the tips and techniques in order to seek more bang of your buck. The reason why being is because some of our viewers has called and asked us, like, you know, those are the great tips, but we don't understand the fully of it, so we want to record that in English so you can help you get to that. And if you do like our video, like, subscribe and share, and also comment. We may be able to get back to you with the answers. Now, these are the tips that comes from that experience that actually emits out of the radiation and power what Jimmy Singh has brought to the table. But we also recommend you to do your homework, to understand these tools and tips, but also hire some strong representative, because we're talking about not only $550, $500 investments or properties. We're talking about $500,000 of a saving worth of a lifetime. So today, I'm going to ask him one specific question and watch him how he indulge into provide you some real value. And then I want you to like, subscribe, share, and comment here below so you understand. And if you have any specific question, we'll bring that to the table as well, and we'll try to answer. So that was my opening statement, Jimmy. I wanted to ask this question because we just recorded this in Hindi. Most of our buyers right now, it is kind of a seller market. Southwestern Ontario is like booming, so there's a lot of sellers, and they're asking, okay, how do I get more value, get top dollars? How do I boost my value of that home?
Sure. So to boost the, you want to maximize your equity. To do that, first you have to sit with a real estate professional so he can see what's going on in your neighborhood.
Yes.
And what kind of demography or buyers are looking at your property.
Okay.
Because let's say I'm an investor too, I buy and flip properties as well, right? So when I put my house on the market, I focus in my mind what kind of people are looking to buy my style of a house. Am I selling a bungalow? Because the demography might be different for bungalows. If I'm selling a 2-story house, the demography might be younger couple. They're looking for more contemporary, modern finishes and all. So the first thing you can start as a seller is to declutter, because real estate is premium. So first thing you want to show is the space.
Right.
So, some people live in the house for 15, 20 years, and they have no idea how much stuff they have sitting in the basement or garage or the rooms.
It's me.
Yeah, especially my, if I go, there was Halloween and Christmas, and if I go to my daughter's room, all the closets are filled with the toys.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So first thing you have to start is decluttering.
Yeah.
And you have to figure out, if the first time buyers are coming, they're looking for space for their kids to run around, the backyard. So, declutter it. And second thing is, lighten and brighten.
Lighten and brighten.
The reason is, these days are shorter and the sun sometimes doesn't come. And if the lights are dark and dingy, it makes people very uncomfortable. So let's say if I'm going in a house and there's like only one bulb, maybe 30 watt or 40 watt is yellow, it doesn't help your cause. So if this, your room is maybe 8 by 8 is a small room, and it is, painted cherry or dark blue, it already looks smaller. So first thing you have to do is buy a can of paint, go to Walmart. So what I do is I go to Walmart, they have a recycled paint can. The reason I'm saying is, as an investor, for my rental properties, I buy it cheaper.
Keep the lower, cost
So you
lower.
buy a white paint. If you go to any apartment buildings, all they do is white paint. It's cheaper. You can buy even if you do touch up, you can't, figure it out. Where is the touch up, where is not, right?
Right.
So first you do is make sure, to open up the space, you have to paint as a neutral color. It can be light tone of gray. It can be light tone of beige or white. So it makes the light reflect and everything looks bright. If you have old light fixtures, it is a good idea to update those as well. And when the time comes to sell, the first thing you have to understand is the curb appeal. Be rational, go outside of your house, and look from the eyes of a buyer.
Yes, yeah.
Right? See if the grass is overgrown, if the shrubbery or the bush is taking care, over all your windows, or there's like some weeds growing.
Yeah.
And then if the your patio stones at the back, they are wobbly, if the deck paint is peeling off, your driveway is cracked, or interlocking is messed up. So because when the buyers come, they start counting the dollars.
Wow. Did you see, like, one thing at a time? Do you ever imagine kind of going that detail? That is kind of information you're looking for. That is kind of a tips and techniques you're looking for a professional.
Yeah, you want buyers to feel welcome. Sometimes I go to the house, I'm disappointed. The mat there is sitting there for last 30 years. It's ripped, and the number plate on the door, it's all rusted.
Yeah.
And the bulb is not even good, and people can't even. I was there showing a brand new house last week. I keep going in the circles. I can't see the street number. And I asked the seller's agent, I said, why there's no number on the street? He said they're waiting for builder to put it. See, if you're selling a 700,000 house, can't you spend like $30 put a number?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then obviously you have to make sure the doorbell rings, and when you enter the house, it has to appeal to all the senses. The first thing that hit as a consumer or any person is the smell, the odor in the house, right? So if there's somebody who smokes in the house and they have pets and all, because sometimes in the winter people don't open the windows, so there's no like
everything is contained.
Everything is stale.
Yes.
Right, same kind of vibration. So instead of spraying vanilla essence or put candles, don't do candles, because if you have a cat, she hits something and the curtain burn, it can burn your house down, right?
Oh.
So multiple times. So first thing is you have to neutralize the odors. So if there's pets in the house like a cat or dog for a long time, you hire some local companies. There are some technologies called ozone cleaning. So they basically get rid of all the smells. Right, that is number one.
I never heard of this before, and I bet you never did that too. Ozone cleaning, especially for the smokers with the pets. We love pets. I mean,
I love pets too.
It is something most people have. However, in looking from the buyer perspective, as a commodity you are bringing it in, and you want it to cater to all the people who might like, not like, or allergic to any sort of pets.
Sure, there are certain things you like it, but the buyer might hate it.
Correct.
Right, let's say you go to bedroom and you see old curtains, maybe pink with big floral patterns. You go to washroom, there's like a pink carpet, and then all I see is dollar sign. All the buyer see is basically expense. You go to kitchen, you sometimes see the cabinetry is all dated. So you have to figure out what is the inexpensive way to update it. Can I reface it? Can I change the door knobs? Can I if you see the major components, let's say electric, heating, vacuum, or furnace or roof, all those major components are working properly, because at the end of the day they are high cost items. Even the windows,
right?
If somebody has to replace all the windows in the house, it might cost them $5,000 to $7,000. You're looking to replace furnace, again it's like $3,000-4,000 furnace, air conditioning. So as a buyer, when they're looking for a mature neighborhood and a house, those things have to be taken care.
Okay.
If the house is like 80-90-year-old house, lot of even mortgage lenders, they want to see what kind of wiring it is. So if I'm buying an investment property to flip, I have to see if it has a aluminium wiring or it has knob and tube. That is taken care, because not many insurance companies will give insurance on the house, because aluminium has low melting point. So if you put like extra appliances, there's no, in older house there's no breakers, so they have fuses. So either the fuse go, or maybe you can catch fire.
The whole thing,
So those things are very important, and then you can call Safety Authority of Canada. So once you change the wiring, they can give you, they charge you like $150, $200. They come give you certificate, and that certificate you can give to insurance company so they can insure you. Otherwise, you'll be paying a hefty premium if the wiring is dated, right? Same goes with the chimney. Let's say old houses have chimney. So the challenge is, if you don't cap the chimney, all the hot air goes up and your money is going down the drain. Because what happens is a lot of people have now fireplaces, like those gas fireplaces.
Right.
But in older houses, if the chimney is still there and it has not been properly kept, and when you're heating your house, all the hot air is going up from the chimney out. That's a waste of money. Right?
Okay.
To get somebody on the roof and get those components checked as well. And for inside, you have to look at the flooring. Flooring is very important because if there's carpets, a lot of people don't like carpets. Though I see in high-end homes, if there's carpets, lush carpet in the bedroom, people like it. But on the main level, if you see hardwood, if you have pets, sometimes they have nails and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So either you have to reface hardwood, or you ask your agent, is it worthwhile my investment to put hardwood, or should I go with laminate? So that is a call. A good professional agent can guide you what give you maximum return, right? And after that, you have to go to the bathrooms. So sometimes old houses have one full washroom, one half washroom. So if a couple is coming from apartment and they're pregnant, they have another baby on the way, and maybe their in-laws come once in a while or their family visit them,
right.
They want their own privacy. So they're looking for maybe 2 full washrooms. So you have to figure out a way, can I make another washroom maybe in the basement, or maybe when I do renovation, instead of 2 washroom, can I put a standing shower at the corner to solve the purpose, because that can be deal breaker. So that is an upgrade that is worthwhile. If you put $100, you got pretty much $100 back on that kind of return, right?
Yeah.
And then you have to see in the kitchen, if the faucets are old and the appliances are old, how you can modernize. Because people these days, they come and they want to see, most of the people spend their time in the kitchen.
Right.
And then they want to see there's modern appliances, energy efficient appliances, and that is the biggest challenge. When the new person come to me, they're always debating, my budget is $500,000. Can I buy an older house versus can I buy a brand new townhouse?
Correct. Yeah.
See, so they are looking your house, they're at the same time looking at townhouse. So a lot of clients end up buying brand new townhouse or 2-3 year old townhouse. Why? They said, this house needs a lot of upgrades.
Yeah.
They are not energy efficient. The new house will save me so much money on heating and cooling and stuff like that, right? So as if I have to sell an older house, I tell my clients, get a company to get insulation checked on your attic. It is very inexpensive. You have blow foam insulation, or you can buy a bunch of bags, throw it there, and that will help. Keep all the receipts. Whatever updates you do to make your house energy efficient, just like as I said, attic is first thing you can start. Then you can go with appliances, and then if you have an old toilet, they take a lot of water. And sometimes government have a program where you can have low flow toilets. They take probably 1/4 the water. So you can upgrade those toilets and get rebate from Home Depot, or you can check with the city.
Okay.
Like I remember a couple of years ago, I was flipping a house in Hamilton, and the city was giving rebate on insulation. And then if you put new furnace, high efficiency furnace, they don't have like mid efficiency anymore, they have high efficiency. So if you do all those upgrades, ask the company what is the rebate from government. The government also do subsidies on these things, right? And it makes the new first time buyer or the millennial very comfortable knowing you already updated everything, right? And then the last thing I can do is, so as I said, the first thing is boost your curb appeal, and then make your house more energy efficient, and bring your house from 80s to 2020. You know what I mean? Because there's a generation gap. We talk in a video, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of buyers who are selling, they spend last 30 years in a house, and the people who are buying, they're millennials born in 90s or 80s, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So their expectation is different. They want open concept, they want modern, they want energy efficient. So you have to provide all those things, right? And I hope these tips help. And as I said, all these upgrades, before you jump the gun and spend thousands of dollars, have a game plan with your agent and see which brings the maximum return.
Right. Perfect. So there are actionable items for you in order to understand what will work for you. And as Jimmy said, look for the real estate agent that can help you, guide you through the process, because you don't want it to be investing $50,000-$60,000 for a swimming pool, because that is an additional thing. But you wanted to invest at $5,000-$6,000 upgrading your kitchen cabinets or the bathroom or additional flooring. Those are all the practical tips that we are providing there in this channel. If you like it, comment it. If you really loved it, share it. And if you really want to know more, subscribe it and give us questions. We'll be able to answer your questions. Real Estate Edge with Jimmy Singh.